Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say shalom to you Akhman Akhwat out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. This one's titled, Your Wicked Plans Won't Work Out How You Want Them to, or, something along those lines. Your wicked plans won't work out how you think they will. All right, now this is kind of a response to a lesson put out by the apostle Ramallah called This Could Be the Start of It. All right, and in here he goes into an article, that we're gonna pull it up. All right, now it says the social, CS to the Q to the R dash to the S to the M. Okay, now we're gonna be referring to this as the CS. All right, the whole time. All right, the CS. Just because you know how we have to talk in code with these lessons, because EE doesn't want this information going out. They'll strike our videos, they'll take our videos down, they'll do all sorts of heinous shit. All right, just so we can't get the word out. Okay, so we're just gonna refer to it as the CS. Now, again, what we're referring to as the CS, I'll highlight it later so you'll be able to see. I can't highlight this obviously because it's a video, but this is kind of a response, all right, a follow-up, all right, to the video by Apostle Ramallah. This could be the start of it, all right. The apostle, of course, as always, made some very good points, all right, brought it out, all right. Hey, and this is as he has in his video at the beginning. Hey, man, this is where it's all going to, all right. The RF to the I to the D, okay. C-hip, all right, which is the Mot B. What the other brother call it? He called it something. The Motibi. He called it the Motibi. All right, the Motibi. All right, the Mot B, the Motibi. All right, which you should be able to add that up. All right, it's what's spoken of in Revelation 13 and 16. All right, the Motibi. All right, the Mark. All right, so they might even strike it for just saying the M to the A to the R to the K. All right, of the B to the E to the A to the S to the T. All right, that's what we're speaking of. All right. And in order for that to happen, they're gonna create a CBDC, a central bank digital currency. Okay. Now, if they take this video down, it's gonna be up on Rumble, so you can watch it there, or it might go up on my other channel. So the word's gonna go out. All right, these people can't stop it. But like Apostle says, this could be the start of it. All right, and it's obvious. You see her scanning her hand, which obviously she has the C-hip. Okay, and that's what it's gonna come to. Okay, that's what it's going to come to, is that first they're going to implement this program, all right, that, it's going to wipe out PayPal and Cash App and all these other things. And it's going to be, all through central banks, all right, and, they're going to have full control, all right. It's part of their whole N to the W to the O, all right, say a few things, and then say world, and then say a few things, and then say order. All right, now put those together, all right? And Salakia, we'd like to just be able to say it, but not how it works on YouTube, all right? Some of the other platforms will let you, but, hey, YouTube is where our main platform is, okay? So, hey, again, if you haven't seen it yet, go and watch that video before you watch this one, okay? Go and watch this video, all right, by Apostle Ramallah on GMSinfo channel 12. Just type that in. It's called This Could Be the Start of It, all right? Go ahead and watch that video before you watch this video, okay? Because you're going to need that, all right? And also, the apostle explains some things that we may or may not be touching on, all right? So, again, that's what we're dealing with, okay? We're going to be talking in code. We can close out of that, all right? And again, so we're going to start, all right, with, let's see. You know what? Let's start with, sometimes I get a little dyslexic. Bear with me. I think, no. See, there I did it again. No, it's 13, 16. Yeah, Salakia. All right. Let's highlight that. Okay. With, okay. It reads, this is Revelation 13 and 16. All right. No, we'll just start with 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. All right, so let's get into this. All right, and I wanted to grab this. I didn't originally have this lined up, but I want to grab this, because we're talking about the C hip. All right, and that's what the C hip is. All right, what it says. This whole from 16 to 18, these scriptures. All right, speaking about the mark. All right, of that, okay, the mark of this, okay, that is the C hip, all right, which is the RF, all right, to the I, to the D, all right, C hip, okay, that's what it is, okay, and that's when they're doing all these things, these CBDCs and all that. That's going to be the currency of the C hip. All right. All this is a rollout plan. It's all a rollout plan, man. You're gonna have the app. It's gonna gradually, it might start with change, then it'll go into dollars. Then you'll have the app, and they'll say, you know what? In order to take the app, you need this. All right. It's gonna happen. All right. And we don't know exactly in which way. All right. In which order, but we do know. All right, that it will be implemented. All right, and at first it will be optional, but then it will be mandatory. Okay, if you don't take it, hey, the devil's gonna come down on you. Okay, but hey, the Lord will be with you. All right, and that's who we're trusting in. We're trusting in the Lord. All right, not in man. All right, and that's really what you do when you That's why it's also called the digital law, all right, as the apostles have deemed it, the digital law, all right, because it's basically when you take that thing, you're signifying that you want to be in captivity under this devil, all right, under the Edomites, all right, the so-called white man, okay. So it says, let's get into it. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So both small and great, all right, small in stature, great in stature, rich, all right, lots of money, all right, little money. Okay, free and bond, in captivity, out, in prisons, out of prisons, all right, any possible way. Basically, in a roundabout way, what it's saying, everybody, all right, everybody. He's gonna make everybody get this, all right. The devil, all right. Well, they're gonna try at least, all right, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, all right. Right hand speaking to RF, to the I to the D, okay, and then in the foreheads, of course, you got the Neuralink, okay. And it doesn't matter. Well, what if I take it in my back? You still took it, all right. You still took it. Okay, because what you have the number of his name. All right, it says, and no man might buy or sell. So you won't be able to buy. All right, you won't be able to sell. Okay, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast. It is the number of man. Read that. A lot of you people forget that. For it is the number of a man. Who is that man? That man is Esau Edom. All right, the so-called white man. And his number is 666. So we got that. All right, and so we got that. Let's get this back over to Revelation 12 and 12. All right, we're not going to read that yet. We're going to go in the article, but we just want to have it ready to go. All right, so and there's another thing. There's another thing that I want to touch on. Let me see if I can find it. I have it in my history here, and it'd be a perfect time to go into it. Bear with me. It's in my bookmarks, if I can find those. It's in, let's see. Let me see if I can find it. Let me go ahead and go over here and type in let's see, it was from new. Let's see, it might not be here anymore. It was bear with me, it might take a moment. There Boom. Boom. Got it. All right, we're gonna touch on this real quick in the same lesson. All right, check this out. It's not what I wanted. I want that. Okay. So same thing. All right. We're what order do we want to do this in? We'll get this after. Okay. So check this out. This is you can read it. All right. You can read the title. Okay. Specifically this. Okay. That. Okay. Look up that if you want. Read about it. All right. It'll tell you about it in here. We're just going to be referring to it as the CS. All right, we're going to abbreviate it to the C. If we can, if I can get it to work, Slovakia, I'm still getting better with this thing. We're just going to abbreviate it to the CS. All right, that's it, which, we're just going to abbreviate that for this. CS. Okay, but that's the real name right here. Okay, let's go down. All right, now, I guess we'll touch on it. The apostle touched on it as well, but basically it says, I recently discovered this website. We're going to skip down. It's talking about, it's more of a presentation of the information on that site than anything else. All right, and the site I believe they're speaking of is this one. All right, it's an archive of it. All right, Oculum Labs. Okay, I don't want to try to trigger anything. All right, we're talking about that. All right, so what is social management? Says CS, social management software, is the program that will be used worldwide by select governmental and banking institutions when the financial reset occurs. Says, so what is the financial reset? It says the financial reset will be a complete restructuring of the current system, eliminating all existing fiat currencies overnight. Okay? The CS software will intercept all banking transactions, all credit and debit card transactions, and all known financial transactions over a period of 3 to 5 days once the system is activated. So, there's how long it will take. Hey, we don't know. All right, hey, Lord, we're looking to get out of here, soon. All right, Lord willing, next year. All right, or at least the year after that. All right, where we don't want to be stuck around in this place. All right, shit's getting worse and we want out. All right, we want to be with our Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, sure, it's gonna be a little bit scary. All right, with everything. It's hey man, times are gonna be crazy, man. Times are gonna be crazy. Okay, so crazy you can't even put it into perspective. All right, we say there's gonna be people getting their heads ripped off and people getting raped. Okay, and people getting slaughtered and just terrible thing, hey, but really, you got to prepare yourself mentally now and pray to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai that, he'll let you have the strength to endure, give you strong mental fortitude, because in those days, we can say it all we want. We can say, hey, man, people are going to be getting their heads busted open. You could try to strengthen yourself through watching those crazy videos of, Taliban, people getting their heads whacked up, but nothing is gonna, be the same as, you can watch a concert all you want. For example, I'm gonna use a worldly example. You can watch a concert all you want on a DVD or on YouTube, but it's not like going to the concert, okay? If any of you brothers or your sisters that have ever been to a concert, it's a completely fucking different experience, man. All right, not that you should be going to concerts. It's a big gathering and you're just asking for trouble. All right, not that you're necessarily wicked for doing it. It's not recommended. All right, but back in the day, all right. I went to some concerts, all right, and you watch them and you say, okay, that's what a concert's like. But you go there and you feel the bass, all right, through your body, all right, the heat because you're in a crowd of people, all right, hey man, it's a completely different thing. So you could say, hey, people, we can tell you all day long, there's gonna be people getting slaughtered, people getting ripped apart, women getting ravaged, all right, there's gonna be crazy shit going on, all right, and we can say that, and you can put it in perspective all in your mind, but you really got to prepare yourself and pray, okay, pray to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, because he's the only one that's going to be able to let you withstand that, okay, this is deadly serious, man, okay, because it's just like the same thing with concerts. You can look at it all you want and hear all you want, but are you going to be prepared for when it really happens? Okay, are you praying? Are you preparing yourself? Are you building yourself up in the spirit? All right, do you truly believe? Okay, do you truly believe? That's one thing you need to ask yourself. Do you truly believe, all right, that America is going to be destroyed? All right, do you truly believe, all right, that these people are going to try to establish an N to the W to the O? Do you think they're going to try to establish that? All right, do you truly think that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to come back? Do you? All right, do you? That's what you need to ask yourself, all right? And are you going to be prepared? All right, have you taken the steps necessary to prepare yourself? Which prayer, okay? The only one's going to be able to save you in those times is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Have you been praying? All right, have you been asking that he, gives you a strong mental fortitude? Have you been asking that he's gonna, give you the strength to endure to the end, all right, and be able to make it through that and not waver in faith, all right, and not give up, all right? Have you been praying for that? Because, hey, all day long, like I said, like all day long, we can tell you this, hey man, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is coming back. Times are going to be terrible, all right? There's going to be death, there's going to be murder, there's going to be ravaging in the street, there's going to be wild beasts roaming the street, but unless you really fully accept and you understand, all right, and you pray, hey, it's gonna catch you off guard, man. All right, you gotta realize that even the elect, all right, Lord willing, we're of the elect, okay? Lord willing, we're of the elect, all right? You gotta realize even in that day, the elect, all right, are gonna be afraid, all right? The elect are gonna be afraid, all right? Because they're gonna be saved by the skin of their teeth, man, okay? It's going to be frightening, all right? But hey, Lord willing, we're of the elect, and Lord willing, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai gives us the ability to endure that, all right, and stay strong, all right, and give us a hearty spirit, all right, not waver in faith in those days, okay? Because hey, man, it's coming, man, it's coming. Whether you believe it or not, it's coming, all right? And whether you believe it or not, and whether you're praying to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai will affect how you go about in those days, all right? You people that didn't know this truth, hey, man, you're going to be asked out. You're going to be fucking terrified, all right? You're going to be terrified. You're not going to understand what the fuck's going on. You're going to be searching to and fro. You people that heard about the truth but never went into it, I need to find the Israelites. Where the Israelites? Well, guess what? No one's going to be teaching anymore, man. The internet's going to be shut off, all right? And no one's going to be on the highways and byways anymore when people are getting ripped limb from limb, okay? So, hey, man, you got to prepare yourself now, all right? And, we're on a tangent, but it's a much-needed tangent because, hey, this is happening. This is happening, all right? And they're going to try to establish the M to the O to the T to the B, and they will be successful in establishing it, okay? And people will receive it, okay? But the elect will not, all right? The Most High is going to protect and cover and shield the elect, okay? But it's going to be all hell out here, man. It's going to be all hell out here. It says, go on. It says, the currency planned to be used is known as and I'm not going to say it, all right, the USD, all right, and then put that other number on it, all right, because we can say USD because that stands for US dollar, all right, but it's going to have it's going to have this right after it. It's going to have, Salaki, bear with me. We can say it now, the R, all right, the R, put the R on there. It says, the currency plan to be used is known as, you see it, for those with a Japanese bank account, for example, and that's another thing, this isn't just in America, all right? This isn't just in America. It says, for those with a Japanese bank account, for example, their yen will be converted to, you see it, overnight. Nearly all countries on Earth will use the new system. The software is designed to process all financial transactions centrally, to use and issue CS scores for all users. People will share their social, status online and compare them to each other. This will be encouraged by the media and the government. All right, and you're gonna see, influencers say, "Look at me, I have, I'm a 400. I'm a 400. What are you? You're only a 200. Oh, you must be scum. Look, I'm 400. Look, I'm better than you." That's what's gonna happen. All right, and you're gonna see it through influencers. You're gonna see it through these celebrities. All right, not only are they gonna promote that when it rolls out, when the M to the O to the T to the B rolls out, they're gonna promote that as well, just as they did, as Apostle Ramallah said, just as they did with going and voting and going and getting vucked. All right, as no vucking. All right, that whole bullshit that they said. All right, none of that. All right, getting the Jabberoni McGee. All right, all of that. All right, they're gonna promote it. Say, I got it. I'm fine. I got it. All right, and that's what's gonna happen. All right, it doesn't matter who they are. So-called black people, so-called white people, so-called Ammonites. All right, Asians, all of them. All right, all the influencers, all that stuff. All right, maybe not all of them, but there will be one set up. All right, saying, I got it, and I'm fine. Look how this benefits me on my day-to-day basis. All right, C-hip girl. All right, on TikTok, she's gonna have a fucking heyday. All right, she's gonna go crazy. All right. Oh my gosh, it's great. We should all get it. All right. And you people are gonna be like, oh, that's pretty cool. I should go and get it. You fucking dummies. All right. Says, okay, so this system goes online and it captures the population in a net, so to speak. How convenient. I would assume it would need to be put in place by all governments at the same time in order for something like this to work, a master switch, so to say. I'm going to jump around a little bit about getting into more meat and potatoes, all right? And he goes on to talk about the 4 classes, all right? We have another class we're going to get into. It speaks of S, C, and R, but it doesn't really touch on Q too much in this class. And bear with me while I grab a drink. My mouth is very dry, okay? That's what the talking will do to you, all right? You got to be constantly, you know, taking sips of drink in here and there, man, because your mouth gets super dry when you're doing all this talking. It says each class, so there's going to be class system, man, all right? Each class within the CS software app has specific parameters. Each class contains dozens of metrics and variables. Listed below are the most basic, which appear on the account profile when the account is queued. Okay, and we have pictures of this as well. All right, whether they're, you know, whether they're accurate or not, I believe so if they're coming from the same source. But we'll show you. All right, and hey, you know, take everything with a grain of salt. But a system like this will be put in place, regardless of if this is the actual one or not. That's why Apostle said this could be it. Whether this is the one or whether this is it. All right, or if it's going to be something similar to this. All right, but hey, something like this will be implemented, all right, and eventually pave the way to the M to the O to the T to the B, all right, the Motibi, okay? So first, and really they got this backward, all right? So we're gonna skip down, all right? We're gonna go from top to bottom, okay? So top, S, sovereign class, all right? This is your elites, your big league bankers, all right? Your multi-millionaires, your multi-billionaires, not just your millionaires, your multi-millionaires. As you can see, this is it says amount of accounts, 7 to 8 million, or 0.1% of humans, approximate. And, you know, take the numbers with a grain of salt. They say they know exactly how many people there are. That's Esau shit. They don't know exactly how many people they are, all right? It says 7 to 8 million, 0.1% of humans, approximate, all right? 0.1, that's less than 1%, man, all right? You know what V required? No. Jump shot? No. Asset limitations? No. No maximum ceiling for total net worth. Okay, so that means they're not required to get this. Okay, they're not required to have these. All right, and they don't have asset limitations. All right, so they can have as much money as they want. All right. Account limitations, no. You can have as much money as you want in your bank. Carbon score, no. No score is calculated and enforced. All right, we're gonna get into that as well. All right, so that's the highest amount, sovereign. All right, that's your multi-billionaires, your multi-millionaires, your big league banking families. All right, people that are, you know, intertwined with the government in some way. All right, and then from there you got the common class, amount of account 7.1 billion or 95.5% of humans, approximate. I don't necessarily believe that. Most people aren't gonna be common. All right, most people aren't going to be common. Most people are probably going to fall under like R, all right, restricted. Common class, as they say, CV required, all right. Let me highlight it. Yes. Jump shot? Yes, 2 or more. Asset limitations? Yes, no greater than 5,000, you know, net worth at any given time. So you can have no more than $5,000 in assets, all right. Remember, net worth isn't, you know, what you have in your bank, all right. Net worth is physical items, all right, goods. All right, say if I had $1 million car right now, all right, I would be worth $1 million and so on amount of money in net worth. All right, not that I have that in my bank account. I don't have $1 million in my bank account at all. All right, but if I had that $1 million car, all right, I would be having net worth. I could have $2 in my bank account, but if I have that $1 million car, my net worth would be $1 million and $2. All right, and other fungible assets that I have. All right, so you cannot have assets that are greater than $5,000. So, hey, man, and that's what they talk about more in this. I don't remember it's this article or another one that nothing. And you're like, how is that going to happen? Well, you're not going to own anything. Everything's going to be rented, all right? You're not going to spend. You're not have to have $30,000 car. That's going to be a rented vehicle, all right? You're not going to have a $2,000 house, or $200,000 house. You're going to have a rented house, okay? So you know, and it's going to make it to where you can barely get by. Account limitations, yes. Bank account cannot exceed $1,000. You know, carbon score, yes. Restricts travel and food consumption. 1 is the lowest and best, and 500 is the highest and worst. So if you have a 500 credit score, you're fucked, man. Not credit score, carbon score, you're fucked. All right, 1, you're doing pretty good. All right, 1, you're doing pretty good. C, we will discuss these concepts more in depth down the line. S, we got that. All right, then, so it goes S, then to C, then from C, all right, you're going to go to restricted. Now, this is amount of accounts, 250 million or 3.36 of humans. Take all that amount of accounts with a grain of salt, that 3%, take all that with a grain of salt, man. Okay, take it all with a grain of salt. CV required? Yes. Jump shot required? Yes, 3 or more. Asset limitations? Yes, no greater than $1,000 net worth. All right, $1,000 worth of assets, can't have it. All right, anything more than that, can't have it. Account limitations? Yes, bank account cannot exceed $500. Okay, and again, same with the carbon score. Now, there's another one called Q. All right, and you can read it. You can see we don't even want to say that word. Okay, it says of classic rules for thee and not for me. Okay, and we can get into that Q real quick. All right, what is that Q? All right, what is that Q? Now you can see right here. All right, see now Q. Q is this word. All right. Now this is a backup from if I go over here. All right. If I go over here, it mentions a website. All right. Somewhere. These right here. Here. Okay. Here is the website they're using to recruit people, I believe. All right. And if you go here, you open that up. All right. I'll show you. If you open this up, this is a website from this person that did this whistleblowing called Gideon. All right. If you go down here, it has where is it? It was somewhere down here. Bill's banned site and preserved backup. It says preserved on the Wayback Machine. You click that, and it's gonna take you to the websites that I have up here. I'll show you, just so you know I'm not doing any funny business. All right. It's gonna bring you to the site. All right. There you go. All right. As you can see, this is the same site that I have up here. All right, the same site that I have up here. Okay, so there you go. If you can actually just go to the home page, and it'll take you there. You'll see that I'm not pulling any funny business. Wait for it to load. Of course, it's gonna take a while to load because it's a backup. It's an archive because they removed this from the website. All right, they removed this from the internet. Okay, so there you go. You can see it's the same thing. All right, no funny business. It's the same thing. Okay, let me go back. See, there you go. See, same thing we saw just before. So if I go back, all right, it's under CS classes. All right, you go down here. All right, let me actually, no, we'll move that. All right, so this is apparently a screenshot. Bear with me, let me grab another drink. All right, so this is apparently a screenshot. It shows you the balance, the count type, all right, the count limits, the asset limits, the you-know-what status. It says V plus 5, so that means they got 5 plus. That's quarantine. And it shows you their carbon score, 437, which is really not good. All right, that's bad. So let's go down here because, as you can see up here, they didn't really touch on Q. All right, you can see they didn't touch on Q. All right, they just said Q. All right, so let's go over here. All right, what is Q? That one. It says amount of accounts, 75 million or 1% of humans, approximate. CV required, yes. Booster, jump shot, yes. 5 or more. Monthly USD, 250. Asset limits, no greater than $500 net worth. All right, hey man, it's gonna be bad. It says account limits can't exceed 250. All right, there you go. All right, and then everything else we can read on from this website. All right, so it says. C, it says, of course, classic rules for thee and not for me. It says, each class also contains separate screens for fines, demerits, penalties. You do something they don't like, fine. You do something they don't like, demerits. You do something they don't like, penalty. You do something they don't like, maybe you'll be killed. Who knows? As well as sections for rewards for good behavior. Okay? Sovereign accounts do not have these variables, though they appear to contain a separate module for certain benefits such as vacations, golf club memberships, and so on. Which I didn't understand that because, you know, if you roll everything, why are you gonna have a separate bonus? I don't know. Maybe among the elite, only the elitist of the elite, all right, are gonna have access to certain things. They'll be sovereign, but there'll be different tiers. Maybe I'm not sure. All right, hey, who knows? All right, we'll have to wait and see. Again, you know, some of these things we don't know if this one is it, but a program like this will be put into place. Says, so shall we take a moment to unpack this? It's clear most of us will fall in the C class, and take that with a grain of salt. I don't necessarily believe that. But how will such a drastic change happen? How rich must one be to classify as sovereign? Let's dive into the Q&A bit on their website. The fellow goes by Gideon. So far, only 2 parts of 5 have been released. First section will be part 1. Who is Gideon? Says, my background is in counter-espionage and logistical operations. There's no way I would disclose more than that. I go by Gideon, so you have something to call me. It's a name from the Bible that carries a special meaning for me. Who are the hackers and ones working on this project? So the ones that are working on this project, all right, I don't know if they're necessarily the hackers, but the hackers have got a hold of this information. all right, through, you'll see. It says, answer, they are IT professionals hired by European governments to conduct stress tests of government servers and softwares. All right, so these are the guys that, they test and see if that information, that software can be broken into, because they don't want it. But, hey, looks like they had a rat amongst the bunch, all right? It says, it's known as white hat hacking. We call them white hat hackers. I call them my guys. They're good hackers, hired to stop bad hackers and make sure the software is secure before it's released. All right, and really, they're helping a terrible movement. Okay, it says, now that we know who this man is to a degree, or at least who he claims to be, let's hear what he has to say. It says, why is the CS software do? Why is it so important? It says, it is a software suite that will transition all financial transactions from the current SWIFT banking system into a new blockchain-based system. This is expected to take place over a 3 to 5 day period in the future when it comes online. It will also bring with it a very robust credit, tracking system. Okay, now there was somewhere else I read, it said it'll take about like anywhere from 4 to 9 months to roll out, but once it's rolled out, it'll take 3 to 5 days to be implemented. All right, so hey, take it with a grain of salt. All right, we don't know all the details, okay, but we know that something like this will come into play, whether it's this one or something very similar to it. Okay, that says, what is this thing exactly? It says they call it an app. It runs on mobile and desktop. It's designed as a back-end web-based user interface that government officials and bankers can use. So the one that they're working on, it's for the government. Okay, it says it is still being developed. So we've seen a few different generations so far. 1 week they add something, the next week they remove it. The color scheme has changed twice so far, so they are busy refining the user interface. Overall, its functionality is straightforward. It's very much like a bank app you use when you log into your bank, plus the social, aspect, except it's a back-end app not for public use. So they're working on the government one for the government. It says the public will end up with something similar. They're going to release an app to the public. All right, so they're not working on the app for the public. They're working on the one that the government's going to use. All right, so there's a lot more information in that one. And also, every bank will update their own apps. All right, so Chase, Wells Fargo, every bank will update their own apps to reflect these new changes. The public name probably won't be this. It says the public name won't be this more than likely. All right, they're gonna call it something else. All right, that's what they're calling it in the back end, but it's not gonna be called this. Okay, now take that with a grain of salt. All right, with the bank apps and stuff. Who knows if they're not gonna really even be other banks. Who knows? Okay, who knows? So take that with a grain of salt. All right, I'm sure these people don't know everything. All right, they got some information. I'm sure they don't know it all. All right, it says the main interface has all the information is accessible from it. We can load up profiles, see people's class status, restrictions, fines, credit, everything. All right, hey, and that's how it's going to be with the M to the O to the T to the B. They're going to be able to get everything: your birth certificate, your driver's license, all right, your dental records, your medical records. All right, what's wrong with your back? What's wrong with your foot? What medications you're on? Where you work at? Where you live? All right, your mailing address, your PO box. All right, all the accounts you have online. Okay, your phone number, everything. All right, complete and total control, lockdown. All right, they're gonna tell you, hey, and when you get in that carbon score, what does that mean? All right, the brothers have talked about it before. All right, that means you eat too much, you use too much carbon. Guess what? You don't get to eat for the rest of the month. All right, use too much carbon, you don't get to drive for the rest of the month. You ate too much of this, you ate too much meat, no more meat for you. You ate too much sugar, no more sugar for you. You ate too much vegetables, no more vegetables for you. All right, and then you're fucked. You're starving. All right, total control. All right, you can't go and use a Cash App. Nobody can send you money. Nobody can do that. It's all through CBDC. All right, a central bank digital currency. They're gonna know how much money you're getting. There's no under the table no more. All right, if you don't eat, you don't eat. All right, that's how it goes. All right, and people aren't gonna maybe let you have some of their food. No, because that's gonna affect their carbon score. All right, hey, terrible time, perilous times are afoot, man. Hey, it's gonna be very terrible. Complete and utter control by the U.S. government. The elites. All right, the elites, your Rockefellers, your Vanderbilts. All right, your Rothschilds, your Rockefellers, your Vanderbilts, so on and so forth. All right, your big league banking companies. All right, your big league banking family, Slovakia. All right, it's Federal Reserve. Hey, man, complete and total utter control. All right, and that's all on their agenda for the N to the W to the O. All right, so hey, man, if you don't believe it, hey, man, you're boy, you're in for a shitstorm. Okay. It says, so what's the deal for this $1,000 thing? It says it will be an amount like that. Your bank cannot exceed this amount at any time. Wages, generally speaking, will no longer exist. You cannot exceed $1,000 per month regardless. There will be no cash. So underground or under the table economy, no bartering allowed. Right now, they're doing tests and updates and tinkering with all of it. All right, so again, take this information with a grain of salt. All right, eat the meat, spit out the bones. okay? Because like it says, there's a lot of hearsay. All right, there's tinkering. It might change. There might be other things. It might not be this one that gets implemented with the Matoba. All right, the Mot B. It might be another one. But this shows you that they're working on programs like this. They're developing things. You know, pilot programs. All right, saying, okay, would this work? You know, when they develop apps, sometimes, like for example, you know, if you brothers like video games, sometimes they'll have like a completely different video game that they were working on. Say they like, for example. I don't really want to get into it, but for example, there's a game that I like, you know, specifically Fallout, the Fallout games. All right, it talks about the end of the world. And there's some truth in there, man. Like the Enclave, if you know, then you know. All right, it's like the Enclave's like an elite system. All right, and they you know, they wanted to, you know, fuck the world over, but they were safe. They went, you know, tried to go to the moon and all that stuff. I don't remember if they made it to the moon or any of that, but they were in bunkers and stuff. And that's what the elites are gonna try to do. In that game, the Enclave is like the elites. All right, but the Fallout 3 originally, before it got released as a 3D video game, all right, it was this game called Fallout Van Buren, all right, and the original Fallout 1 and 2, they were top-down games, old 90s, you know, 90s game, they were top-down, not 3D, all right, 3D hadn't really been implemented back in, you know, you did Doom and stuff, but not for this, like, how we know 3D video games today. The video games you know today didn't have those back then, all right, in case you didn't know. But Van Buren was originally the original Fallout 3, and it was built in that engine, and they scrapped it, all right, and then I think Bethesda took over, and they ended up, you know, making a completely different game. So that's, you know, and I don't, you know, not to bring, you know, worldly, you know, shit that really don't matter, video games and shit in the bunch, but that's the best way I could describe it. Or sometimes movies, all right, they might have a rough shot and say, you know what, I don't like the way that goes, I don't like the script. They might make changes to the script. The same thing they do with this CBDC, all right. They might make an app, all right, saying, nah, I don't really like the way this one, you know, scrap that. All right, and we're gonna implement a new program that has more control. All right, and we're gonna have more information available to us. And you know, we don't really like that one either. Scrap it. All right, we want to have, like, really this time we want to have complete utter control. We want to have this lockdown. This is gonna be the app to go. This one's ready to go. It's ready to fire. This is the one we're gonna use with the Matoba, the Mot B. All right, so you got you know. You got to take that into perspective, all right? There's probably been many iterations of apps like this. They didn't just start working on this recently, all right? So if this one's going to be the one, like Apostle Tahar said, Apostle Ramallah said in his video, this might be it. It might be it, all right? It might, all right? But hey, this could be the start of it. He didn't say this is the start of it. He said this could be the start of it. All right, we gotta wait and see. All right, it's going to happen. If it will be this exact app that these people are working on, who knows? All right, but regardless, a system is going to be put in place very, very similar to this. Okay. Says right now they're doing testings and updates and tinkering with it, all of it, so there might be some changes when it finally goes online. Like I said, I used the video game example, the movie example. All right, they do redirections, they don't like it, they build it again. All right, get new people, get new software developers. But regardless, like I said, all right, like the brothers have said, like the apostles have said, all right, there's going to be a program put in place just like this, all right, for the M to the O to the B to be established, all right. But it's clear to all of us that they're going to set it as a low amount, set it at a low amount most people can barely live on, and take everything else and put it in a limit. Put a limit or a cap on what you have, all right? And they're not going to even put a limit or a cap. They're going to take that money for themselves. It's going to make you poorer and them richer, just as these fucking Edomites always do, all right? That's all they do, all right? One thing you will see are listen close. One thing, and you know, again, take this with a grain of salt, but hey, some of these things it's saying, you know, there are going to be systems put in place like this, and some of the things they're saying, it will be true, all right? Like people sharing their credit, you know, the CS, all right, sharing that, all right, sharing that they got the M to the O to the TB, you know, eventually, that's going to, what this is going to lead to is the M to the O to the TB, a system put in place like this, at least, all right? And people are going to say, well, I got it, it's fine, look at me, this has helped my life, all right? And like it says, one thing you will also see are high-profile people and celebrities start talking about UBI or universal basic income, just like they're going to do with the V to the A to the X, all right? And, well, they did with the V to the A to the X, all right? And they're going to do with the M to the O to the T to the B. In this situation, the social, all of it, man. I've already seen a little chatter about it. Expect more as we get closer. These are talking points they were given normalized idea, all right? Just as they normalized, all right, with all the V talk. All right, oh, I got this is fine, it was so normalized. I got so fucking sick of seeing all that shit. All right, it was everything you do. News, you couldn't even get real news anymore. It was just this, the V, the V, the V, the V, the C, the C, the C, the V, the C, the V, the C, the V. I'm like, goddamn, can I get some real fucking news? All right, it said, of course, when some cities are openly testing this, like Los Angeles. I'm not familiar with the program they're testing in Los Angeles. I don't know if that's the SWIFT. I don't know what it is. If you brothers have, I know Apostle Ramallah didn't really iterate on that. All right, I'm not sure. I know there's testing programs so in Jamaica and so on. I don't know the one they're referring to in Los Angeles. If any of you brothers, you know, hey, just let me know down below. All All right, please, and the water. All right, Baba Kusha says a part of the private program all related to this. Pilots, all right, again, and they're running pilots, just as they do with the TV shows. Apostle Ramallah says, just the TV show, see if people like it, see if it works. How does it work? How is it received? Are people talking bad about it? Are people talking good about it? All right, says, okay, well, will people still have to work? All right, says people will still be required to work. So I don't know how that's going to go for people with disability. Who knows? All right, you might be asked out. All right, people will still be required to work and will be expected to attend their jobs as normal. New jobs and roles will also be centrally issued by the government. If you're a lawyer, you will work. If you're a housekeeper, you will work. Failure to work, failure to adhere to new SC guidelines or any type of protest or criticism. So us in this truth, man, we're done. We're gonna have so many demands. We're gonna probably be in class Q. All right, more than likely, if there's something lower before that, because we're gonna have so many social demerits and fines and all this. Yeah, man, it's gonna be bad. All right, but the Lord's gonna be dealing with us, of course, if we're of the elect. So we're gonna have loopholes around there. All right, the Lord's gonna find us loopholes. All right, ways and you know, they're gonna take all our money. We're gonna still have ways to eat. And the Lord's gonna take care of us. They didn't account for that. These fucking evil ass demons. All right, these fucking you know what I want to call them. All right, saltines, you know what I'm talking about. You know, these fucking devils, these fucking pieces of shits. God damn, these fucking people. All right, says, and you know, they think they didn't credit for trusting in the Lord. They didn't credit for the Lord helping us. These fucking Edomites, I fucking hate these people, man. These people gotta go out. You fucking devils, you so-called white people, you gotta be taken out, man. The Lord's gonna do it too. The Lord's gonna do it to you. All right, you're gonna get it done to you. Says there's a ton of documentation my guys found, documentation just going over testing and details of how the system works. Simulations, listen to this, man. Simulations showed in the first month many people would drain their accounts to nearly zero due to bad, let's highlight it, due to bad behavior. But by the second month, their behavior radically adjusted to the point they received virtually no demerits or deductions. In other words, people shaped up and got with the program. They will learn quick that compliance means food in your belly. If you fuck up, no food. You starve to death. All right. So when it first implements, everyone's gonna fuck up, but then everyone's gonna be so scared. All right. Then they're like, okay, I gotta do better. I gotta be a good little boy. I gotta be a good little girl. So hey, man, this is fucked. This is a fucked situation, man. It's fucked. All right. These Edomites, hey, you're gonna fucking pay for this, man. All right, and when you go into captivity, we're gonna beat the living fuck out of you people. All right, we're gonna beat the living fuck. I'm gonna take running lunges, kicks at you, man, like I'm kicking off a goddamn football. Okay, I'm gonna knock your head off your goddamn body. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I can't wait. All right, you better hope you have someone other than me. All right, in the kingdom as your massa. All right, you better hope. All right, because I'm gonna be beat. They're gonna call me the slave killer or something. Okay, because I hate these goddamn, and well, you know, we're gonna have a different spirit put on us, but man, you know, y'all gonna have to be, you know, I'll tell you, man. All right, it's gonna be a hard day on my vineyard. All right, because that's one of the things I want. You know, I want a vineyard. You know, my nice, you know, orchard. All right, hey man, it's gonna be a hard day. All right, and you're only gonna eat the apples that fall off the tree and are rotten. All right, and that's the only thing you're gonna eat. You're never gonna get anything else. Just fucking apples. Just that's it. You're gonna be so fucking sick of apples, but it's gonna be sustenance to you. You're gonna have to eat it, and you know who knows? You know the Most High might make it. You know we don't know exactly how it's gonna be. All right, we're gonna have a different spirit put on us. All right, but now you know that's my little thing that I say. You know they're so evil to us. I'm just thinking you would hate to eat the same thing every day. All right, and it's just that's a little hell for them to go through. They're gonna have to eat just apples every day. It's fucking and they can make salad out of the apple stems and leaves. It's gonna be awful, man. All right, you're gonna have to repay for what you've done to us and all this fucking wicked bullshit you've done, man. All this wicked bullshit. It's evil as fuck. All right, no one. What is it? What is the scripture? No, let there be no person as profane as Esau. Roughly paraphrasing, man. Hey, these people are fucked. All right, they're evil. No non-compliance means no pain, no money, no friends. You'll end up stuck in a queue of red tape for all of your violations, having to jump through hoops to undo them. Or worse, you'll end up in one of their special camps, re-educating you. Camps. Ooh, what's that talking about? F to the E to the M to the A. All right, more than likely. Yes, they really are planning on those. All right, we're gonna read that. We're gonna leave it at that. So here you can go. I read it, we'll skip through it. It says it's a middle class destroyer, upper class middle destroyer. It'll put everybody on a low level playing field where you have to behave so you can get a free extra crumb this month. All right, it says they want to adjust people's behavioral passes so you're tightly controlled, monitored. All right, I gotta wrap it up. It says what about the super wealthy? They're making a cut. There's one down here. It says let's let's see. Let's see, and be riots and revolts. It talks about that. You can get it in on it. It says it talks about in here somewhere. It talks about, you know, they're gonna stage things. Well, not stage, but there's, you know, some of these people that were sovereign are gonna kick them out of sovereign, and you're gonna see them losing their mansions and shit all over TV. You'll see them crying. All right, and he mentioned that it'll be rich white people. He actually said that. He said it'll be white men, I think. All right, so there you go. I don't know if this person's Jake or whatever that wrote this, whoever, but hey, there you go. And, you know, I want to touch on this a little bit real quick. Just real quick, this is another article from the same above type secret. You can go here. It says, now they're making Whole Foods where you're going to need a QR code to get into it. You should be able to see if you have the spiritual eye salve. You should be able to see where that's loading, all right? You already see things like Amazon Go and all this stuff. I'm going to mute it because this bitch is annoying. All right.
QR code. My QR code. How do I get a QR code?
Annoying as shit, so, you know.
Whole Foods unless you go through this
We can
machine.
turn it up a little bit. Here, we'll let you suffer through it a little.
I need my own QR code. How do I get my own QR code?
How do I
get my own QR code?
How do I get my own QR code? How do I get my own QR code? How do I get my own QR code? Notice me. I just want attention. I'm filming a video. How do I get my own QR code?
Fuck, I hate bitches like that. Goddamn, just shut your goddamn mouth. Give us the video. You say it again?
I have to have my own QR code?
Yeah, see, she said it again. I knew she was gonna fucking say it again. There you go. If she would just shut her jaw, all right, and let's mute that so you don't have to hear her. You know,
how do I get my own QR code? How do I get my own QR code?
Well, fucking, if you read the thing, it'll probably tell you, bitch. Goddamn. Jeez. Okay. So anyway, there you see, pay or register. All right, scan to enter. All right, it just told you, just scan to enter it. Fuck, you know. But hey, you know, this is, you know, it's all gonna lead up to the C hit. All right, it's all gonna lead up to the C hit. All right, and we want to touch on that because I saw that. It was in my articles. I wanted to read it. I'll get into it. I saw the video, quick little video, you know, things that you don't see all the time. But there you go. All right, so here we go. We're gonna read a couple things, bounce around, and then we're gonna grab the important part, the scriptures. All right, so this is a complete list of sovereign gatekeepers. Apparently, they got some leaked people, all right, that are gonna be sovereign. All right, so as you can see, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton, Ron DeSantis, Gavin Newsom, J.B. Pritzker, Greg Abbott, Nikki Haley, Ted Cruz, all right, Pierre Poilievre, some of these names I can't pronounce. Boris Johnson, Angela Merkel, Emmanuel Macron, Jacinda Ardern, Anthony Albanese, Jeremy Corbyn, Ricardo Bossi, all right, liberal influencers, Sam Sadar, Cenk Uygur, Hassan Piker, David Pakman, conservative influencers, Ben Sharpayo, Dennis Prager, Glenn Beck, Tucker Carlson. Okay, skip a little bit. You got Jordan Peterson. All right, Candace Owens. Okay, alternative media, Alex Jones, Joe Rogan. Okay, and again, take it all with, you know, grain of salt. Religious leaders, all these people, celebrities, Tom Hanks, Nicole Kidman, Dwayne Johnson, Stephen Colbert, Leonardo DiCaprio, Katy Perry. All right. Business leaders, okay, Elon Musk, Jeffrey Epstein, which, that's strange. Why is he in the system? I thought he's dead. Okay, Tim Cook, so on and so forth. Non-sovereigns, here's a list of non-sovereigns. Suspected sovereigns, there you go. So again, take it with a grain of salt. All right, so Jeffrey Epstein's account remains active with inflows despite the claim that he's dead, which is strange. So it's still money getting deposited in despite he's dead, so who knows, you know, take it with a grain of salt. All right, so this shows you some people's accounts. All right, let's see about. Is this top secret? Yes. No one's supposed to know about the sovereign class. Yes, you got Gavin Newsom. You got Ben Sharpayo's in here somewhere if it would load. Reload it, but there you go. We don't really need to get too much into it. All right, you saw one, but we'll show you Bins. We'll show you Small Hat Bin. All right, and some of his stuff, I like some of his stuff. I just like that he, you know, pisses off these emos and these they thems and feminists and stuff. You know, I don't like him as a person. He's a piece of shit. He's still a fucking small hat. All right, but you know, he's funny with some things he does. he's still gonna be in captivity, all right? Maybe I'll have him. Maybe, you know. No, I'm gonna let him go to whoever he's done terrible things to. But you know, he could be my court jester. Benjamin Aaron Sorpaio, all right? USDR balance 41 million. I'm guessing 808 something. Sovereign. Count limits no. Asset limits no. You know what status no. Exempt. Carbon exempt. All right. So there you go. You can see. There you go. All right. So we don't need more of that. We got that. Boom. Let's grab the scriptures. The important, all right, importantness, all right. So here we are. Let's grab Revelation 12:12. All right, let's read it. If it'll let me. All right, Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and to the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth he has but a short time. All right, and these things are being implemented. Why? They're working on these things. Why? And why are they going to get worse and worse? All right, we're not even in Jacob's trouble yet. All right, we're at like you know, the prologue. All right, of Jacob's trouble. All right, because Jacob's trouble is going to be really, 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 really bad. All right, and he's doing all these things. He's working all these things. Why? Because he knows he has a short time, man. He knows. He can tell, but you people can't. All right, he can tell, but you people can't. All right, let's get Isaiah 10:1. All right. No. Isaiah. All right. Shit. Isaiah 10:1. All right, here we go. And this is what they're doing, really. All right, this is what they're doing. Okay. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. Okay? That's what these people are doing. Woe unto them. What is woe? Woe means death, destruction. All right, let's see. Let's go to let's go and see if it has up on etymology. All right, let's look up what woe means. Woe. Woe. That's not the one. Woe, right here. Misery resulting from affliction, intense mournfulness. All right, and it's woe is different than that. All right, woe really means destruction. All right, woe, disaster, death coming their way. Woe. Okay, that's what's coming their way. All right, well, and that definition works as well. You know, suffering from affliction, because these people don't think they're ever going to be in adversity, but they will be. Okay, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. Who has the power to decree unrighteous decrees? Esau, Edom. Who's Esau, Edom? The so-called white man. All right, who do you see in all these offices? It's so-called white man, man. There's no beating around the bush. There's no getting around it. And that right grievousness which they have prescribed. They prescribe grievousness, man. They never do anything good. It's always some terrible, heinous shit, man. It's always awful. Okay, it's always awful. Their ways are always grievous. Okay, always. All right, let's get Micah 2:1 through 3. Two and 1. All right, not 21. Come on now. All right, here we go. Okay, Micah 2:1. All right, starting from 1. Woe to them, there's that term woe again. Woe to them that devise iniquity. What is iniquity? Sin upon sin, wickedness. All right, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand, and they covet fields and take them by violence. Who are those? Who are those people? Who are the what do they call them? Drew a blank. Who are the God damn it! What's the word? God damn it! What do they call them? The like the conquistadors. God damn it! 1 minute, bear with me. I have to look it up. The word just completely fucking, you know, Satan, of course. Colonizers. I didn't even look it up. I just thought about it. Colonizers. Who are the colonizers? All right. What color? What do they look like? Europeans. What are they? So-called white people, yeah? And they take them by violence. That's what they do. And houses and take them away. They take away the houses. In that article, somewhere in there, if you read it down, or one of the articles it talks about, people aren't going to have houses anymore. People aren't going to own houses, all right? They're going to take those away. You're going to be renting now, all right? And probably not have the big house that you had once before. You're going to be stuck in these little fucking F to the E to the M to the A little things, little trailers and shit, perhaps. We don't know exactly how it's going to go, but you're not going to, trust me, if you're not going to be living in your mansion if you end up being C class or something. All right, it says, and houses, and take them away, and oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Right, that's what they've done to us. They've done all this to all people, but us specifically. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family. What family is that? The family of the Edomites, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, proudly, for the time is evil. All right, now let's see. Let's go and see what it says in the Good News Translation. All right, let's see what it says. The fate of those who oppress the poor, all right, and really we're the needy and the poor. How terrible it would be for those who lie awake and plan evil. When the morning comes, as soon as they have a chance, they do what the evil that they planned. They do the evil they planned. When they want fields, they seize them. When they want houses, they take them. No one's family or property is safe. It's fucking Edomites, man. These fucking, I won't say the C word. All right, I'll call them saltines. But these evil ass Edomites, all right? And let's call them what they are. And so the Lord says, I am planning to bring disaster on you, and you will not be able to escape it. You are going to find yourselves in trouble, and then you will not walk so proudly anymore. Okay? And we'll read down in 4. It says, when the time comes, Slakia, God damn it. When the time comes, people will use your story as an example of disaster. They will sing the song of despair about your experience. We are completely ruined. The Lord has taken our land away and given it to us, to those who took us captive. Oh no. Oh no. Let's see what that verse 4 says in the King James. And in that day one shall take up a parable against you, and lament with a doleful lamentation, and say, we be utterly spoiled. He hath changed the portion of my people, how he hath removed it from me. Turning away, he hath divided our fields. All right, hey, you people, hey, you think you're gonna be able to do all this wicked and just keep what you had? That you stole it from us, you greedy fucks. All right, you stole it from us, and we're getting it back. We're getting it back. All right, let's get Job. So I messed it up and almost said Job. Job 9 and what was it? We'll just get 9. What was it? 24. Yeah, 24. All right, Job 9 and 24. If it will work with me. Job 9 and 24. All right, we got to move it along here. Job 9 and 24. Okay. The earth is given in the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judge thereof. If not, where and who is he? All right, so it says right here that the earth is given in the hand of the wicked. Who's ruling the earth right now? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, if you look up pictures of the Bible, all right, and look at pictures of the judges, who are the white people? All right, they cover the faces of the judge thereof. All right, hey, everything's in their control right now. Hey, but not for too much longer, man. Not for too much longer. Let's get Psalms 10 and 4 through 6. Psalms 10 and 4, all right, says, the wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out his sight. As for his enemies, he puffeth them. That's like, blowing air when you go, what are you going to do, huh? Says, he has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. Okay? Down below it says, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. That's what you people are. You're a fucking fraud. All right? Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. Okay? And it says down in here in verse 8, he sitteth in the lurking places of villages, and in the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privately set against the poor. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draws them into his net. All right? So there you go. That's these people. His ways are always grievous. They're not thinking of God, all right, as you call him, all right, which is really, his real name is Yahweh, all right, or calling the Father through the Son, so Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Yahushai being the one who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ. His real name is Yahushai, all right, and he's a so-called black man. I bet you don't want to find that out, Esau, all Ooh, but that shivers you to the core, you know, shiver me timbers, as they say. All right, so we got that. All right, let's get Psalms 49:11. So we're painting a picture here through scriptures. It's not looking so good for you. Not looking so good for you. And here's the we got the spoiler alert. It's not going to be good for you. All right, you're not going to be able to escape. It's looking grim. All right, Psalms 49 and was it 11? Yes, 11. Okay, it reads. Speaking of Esau, Edom. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. They think that they're going to be able to be wicked and they're going to oppress these people. That's why they're implementing these laws. They think, oh, they're going to get more control. We're going to be able to, you know, continue on. But we got to do it fast. We got to do it fast. All right. They think they're going to dwell on forever. They're going to always be in rulership. No. Nope. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Amerigo Vespucci. All right. Africanus. All right. All white people, so-called white people, all right? But, hey, you don't believe that, though, do you? You don't believe it. You don't believe it. You think that's a bunch of bullshit, all right? If you don't believe it, hey, you don't believe it. That's all. We're not going to force you, all right? We're going down. We're going all the way down through 9? No, through 7. All right, we're going down through 7. The Most High shall likewise, what's going to happen to these people? The Most High shall likewise destroy thee forever. He shall take thee away and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place. Okay? And root thee out of the land of the living, Selah. The righteous, you know, the elect, all right, Lord willing, a part of that number, also shall see and fear and shall laugh at him. Lo, is this the man that made the Most High not his strength, made not the Most High his strength, but trusted in the abundances of his riches? He thinks he's going to be able to do something with these riches. He's not. And strengthen himself with his wickedness. All right. So that's what, you know, you say, this is the man that he did it. Really? Look at this guy. He looks like a fucking wimp. All right. Because the Most High is going to take him down, man. Most High is going to take him down. All right. Let's get Isaiah 14 and 12. Okay, it reads, How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nation? All right, and I would really appreciate it if I could highlight right now. That would be wonderful. May I do that? Is that something that can happen? Come on now, I guess not. All right, it says, For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I'll exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. And if you're wondering where the scriptures are, just look up at the top, all right? They'll be scrolling. It says, I will sit upon the mount of the congregation, the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. All right, they want all control, like the Most High has complete control. What's going to happen, though? Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. And hell means the grave, all right? Death, destruction, all right? Also, you know, the hell being... the pits of fire that will take place in the ICBM missiles, all right, the lake of fire, okay? Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble? Did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners? All the kings and all the nations, because they're going to be, really, this is him? Look at him, goddamn, he looks pitiful. All the kings of the nations, all of them lie in glory, every one in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with the sword, that go down to the stones of the pit as a carcass trodden under foot. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial. Okay? Because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people, the seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land. Why are their children being slaughtered for the iniquity of their fathers? Because we come back every 2-3 generations. All right, reincarnation is a biblical concept. People in the world don't want you to know about real reincarnation, because if they acknowledge real reincarnation, they'd know that their slave owning ass, whip cracking ass, would be going into captivity. But they don't want to acknowledge that. All right, so there you go. What does it say? It says that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. They're not going to come back again. For I'll rise up against them, say the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name, the remnant, and son, and nephew, saith the Lord. Okay, so hey, there you go, man. Your kingdom's not going to last, Esau. All right, your kingdom's not going to last. 2 Maccabees 7:31. All right, let's get it. 2 Maccabees 7 and 31. What does it say? Let's see. And thou, that has been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews, shall not escape the hands of the Most High. So, sorry, bad news for you. Looks like you're not going to be able to escape from the hands of the Most High. Sorry. Not really, actually. We're pretty glad about it. Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 7 through 9. All right. Wisdom of Solomon 1, 7 through 9. Okay. For the Spirit, I'll put it right up here. For the Spirit of the Lord filleth the world, and that which containeth all things hath knowledge of the voice. Therefore he that speaketh unrighteous things cannot be hid. Neither shall vengeance, when it punisheth, pass by him. So when vengeance comes, it's not going to pass by these Edomites. For inquisition shall be made into the counsels of the ungodly, and the sound of his word shall come unto the Lord for manifestation of his wicked deeds. So you're not making it out. All right, you're not getting off scot-free, as they say. You're not making it out of here. Isaiah 34 and 4 through 6. All right, it's not looking good for you. All right, so this is what's going to happen. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. All right, and that's speaking of a mushroom cloud. All right, when a mushroom cloud blows up, it unfolds like a scroll. All right, if you have the eyes and the ears to hear, accept it. If you have the ability to accept it, accept it. If you don't, you don't. All right, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. All right, and Idumea is the current name of the Edomites. All right, we call them Edomites. All right, but their name got changed from Edom to Idumea. All right, just like Jacob's name got changed from Jake to Salakia. I'm getting all messed up. Esau's name was changed from Edom. All right, Esau to Edom. All right, Idumea. All right, I'm messing that all up. All right, but the name was changed. All right, his name was originally Esau. All right, now he goes by Edom. Idumea. Idumea is really the land. All right, and he goes by Edom now. All right, Edomites. All right, you don't say Salakia. So yeah, Salakia. I was getting ahead of myself. All right, Idumea is the land they dwell in, just like Israel is the land we dwell in. All right, that we dwell in, that we're from. All right, their land is Idumea. Okay, now that's referring to the Edomites. All right, now they're not. Their original name was Esau, just as our name was originally Jacob. All right, that's why we're not called Jacobites. They're not called Esauites because Jacob's name was changed to Israel, so we're Israelites, and Esau's name was changed to Edom, so they're Edomites. Okay. So there you go. Behold, it shall Salakia for that, confusion. I'm glad I corrected myself. I was going all over the place there for a moment. All right, Salakia. So Idumea is the land. Salakia. I incorrectly, went and got all over the place, but I fixed myself. Dawadi Habashimi, I'll shy for that. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, land of Idumea. All right, which is speaking about it's going to come down on Esau. And upon the people of my curse to judgment, the sword of the Lord is filled with blood and is made fat with fatness, and the blood of lambs and goats with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord hath a sacrifice in Basra and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. All right, and you can look up Idumea, you can look up Basra and who is in Basra, and it's going to come back to the Edomites. Okay, so let's get Sirach 10 and 8. Okay, and Salakia, we got to move along here. Sirach 10 and 8. All right, 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So your kingdom is going to be taken away from you. all right, Esau, your kingdom's going to be taken away from you, and it's going to be given to us, all right, because of all the wickedness that you've done, all right, all of your unrighteous dealings, all right, that you've done, all of your injuries that you've caused, your riches gotten by deceit, okay, and that's how you got that's what you do. You love deceit, because all you are is you're a bunch of fucking liars, man. Let's get second address 6 and 9, and we got these yesterday, but they work good for this lesson as well. All right, second address 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that falls. So you think this plan's gonna work? You're gonna be able to control everything. It's gonna work, and you're gonna all these unrighteous decrees and all this wickedness that you're doing. You think it's gonna work, but it's not. It's not, man. It's not. And the Most High is not gonna, let you just get off scot-free. All right, you're gonna be put into captivity under us. All right, you're gonna be the end of the world, and we're gonna be the beginning of it that falleth. Okay, you're going in captivity under us. All right, under us. You got that, brother? You got that? You got it. Okay, you got it. That's what's happening, and you're not gonna have a goddamn thing that you had. All right, you're not gonna have gold. You're not gonna have a big mansion. None of it. So like this song's exponentially loud. Let me skip it. Okay, I'm gonna close out with Obadiah 1 and 18. All right, you guys aren't gonna escape, man. You ain't. It ain't gonna work like that way. You think after all this, the Lord's just gonna let you off and cut you some slack? Hell no. Hell no. Absolutely not, man. After all the wickedness, all the wicked shit that you've done, absolutely not. He's not gonna let you off. All right, Obadiah 1 and 18. Here we go. And after you're in captivity, you're not going to even make it out of captivity with us, man. All right? Because after 1,000 years, you're going to be gathered and burnt. Okay? And this is Obadiah 1 and 8. Obadiah 1 and 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire. That's us. And the house of Joseph shall be a flame. That's us. And the house of Esau, Slaki, I messed up. Esau, so-called white people, all right, you devils, you Edomites, you serpents, you crack-a-lackers, all right, you whip slingers, all right. What does it say? In the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. Why? For the Lord hath spoken it. Why isn't there going to be any remaining from the house of Esau? For the Lord hath spoken it. The Lord wants you out. Why? Because Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. And all the wickedness that you've done. Hey, man, you're being taken out, Esau. So, close this. Your wicked plans won't work out how you want them to, E. All right? They're not going to work out how you think they will. Okay? And you got terrible things coming your way, all right? And Lord, one of the elect, we have great things coming our way, okay? So, hey, the Most High is not going to let you escape for this. Their plan isn't going to work out how you think it is, all right? It's not going to, all right? Sorry to break it to you, all right? This whole N to the W to the O thing, not going to work out how you thought it was, all right? This a life of eternal reign, all right, and rulership, not going to work out how you thought it was, all right? Not going to work out how you thought it was, man, okay? The Lord's going to come back and repay you for all the wickedness that you've done, all right? And it's going to be righteous, and it's going to be gloriful, all right? We have a power to protect us. You don't, E. All right? So, hey, with that, we're going to close out. Lord, one last lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High. Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakak Badash. And give double honors to elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. Salakia, we had to, move this one along quickly, all right? Have some things I have to do and get to. Salakia, unfortunately, you know how it goes, all right? So, hey, but I wanted to make sure I got every single scripture, okay? And reality worked out because in reality, I just actually focused on the scriptures and didn't talk so damn much. Sometimes I just talk too much, all right? So it worked out, all right? So the Wadi Halba Hashem Yam Shai for that, all right? And so, hey, you brothers and sisters out there, keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until next one, Lord willing, shalom.